Kevin took an astronomical L last episode. And if it was to someone like Ben or Vilgax or some crazy strong opponent, I'd be like, fair. But Cash Money? Cash Money of all people? That's fucked up. That's actually so messed up. We got to learn more about like JT and Cash lore and what happened with Ben back in the day. They eating paste together. I guess that's the equivalent of sniffing, you know, crayons together. Anyways, Cash Money had honestly a great scene with JT as he was able to basically fight against the alien tech taking control, and he had a cool main character-esque scene as the gauntlet comes off of him. Maybe there's like a redemption arc possible. Maybe they even joined the alien force. I wouldn't be against it. Let's see what happened today.
Sure this thing is gonna work?
What in the movie is this?
Government a pretty penny, Doctor.
The chronologer is hardly a time.
Doctor? Yo, is Animal coming back? Alright, time machine.
As to cost, I think the alleviation of untold human suffering throughout history.
Got old movie aesthetics. Bald! Bald!
To answer your first question, there is only one way to find out.
Okay, let's see it. Damn, Doctor is aura farming. Look at him, bro. Honestly, true aura farming is if he just like looked at it without the safety goggles on, but look at him right now, man.
Hey, Doctor! I'm not certain of anything, Hugo, but the chronomagnetic...
Should, keyword. Maybe this opens up the realm to null void or alien realms. Where did you get that from? Yo, this Doctor is hype. Can I have a gumball too? Oh no, Doctor, what's going on? We're getting sucked in. It's like a black hole. Bye, Doctor. Aliens too? What the hell?
You didn't need to come. Gwen and I could have handled this.
I want a third wheel.
Like nothing. Weird noises, unearthly lights, rumors of weird... The dudes I heard it from aren't totally reliable.
Isn't that like a big bad boy drag race?
Big bad boy.
How should I know? I just know them from...
Kevin rules.
Grandpa
Okay.
Max said Los Soledad used to be a big military...
Alright, subs today want to be a little fucking desync. That's pissing me off looking at how slow it is.
Grandpa Max said Los Soledad used to be a big military base back in the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah. Must have been some pretty serious research.
Time machine
Check out
stuff.
these walls.
Must be time
50
machine
years
stuff.
later.
I mean, there's a way in right there, bro.
No way. These weren't here.
Live Kevin reaction. Is he being sarcastic right now? I don't know. Anyways, there's holes there. No way.
These weren't here.
Okay, bro. Yeah, we should not be here. This place is so
Did
spooky.
anyone notice some of them are
Weird. Maybe something, I don't know, burned through the wall. The same thing that burned these weird trails everywhere.
Oh.
This is a bird.
Ew,
And
skeletons.
these are lizard bones.
Ugh.
not the only thing?
We should not be here, man.
It's like someone turned the...
He was probably on hold. Trail goes to the police station. Then to
Police?
those, I guess they're apartments. Someone stood here a million years ago and then walked to those buildings.
I don't know what's happening,
We're not
bro.
helping. These could be signs of serious DNA alien activity, and it's up to us.
An alien to you?
I don't know. What is it? Whoa! That is trippy. What the fuck is going on?
Finally, something worth the gas.
Let's go, Chroma Stone. Oh. It's like phasing through. After image. Trippy.
The thing it destroyed wasn't the library.
Well then,
Really love the books.
he does.
She's saying we have. All we know so far is that it's looking for something here on the base.
I got no clue. Other than the intro scene that, you know, the dude was experimenting with the time machine gate, but then clearly something went wrong. And I wonder if that opened up a portal, a different dimension to other supernatural beings like that showing up here. I don't know. Library.
These films are really corroded.
Police. Library. Yeah, I know. It's just fucking Ben 10 naming schemes.
Built for some kind of time experiment called Project...
Who wouldn't pick the
Project
desert outside
Paradox.
Bellwood to do top secret research?
Project Paradox. Haven't people been saying random shit like Dr. Paradox in the comment section? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I feel like I've heard that name out of context. Anyways, Paradox.
Wood to do top secret research.
They built it here because of the huge quartz deposit.
The world's biggest wristwatch.
Funny, Kevin. Gwen did not appreciate that joke, bro. Gwen and Ben were like, yo, are you serious? That joke fucking sucks.
His name's been censored. Whoever he was, his paradox theory was the basis of some kind.
This guy was cool. In the intro. Have a gumball.
Looks like my place.
At a big party, bro? You didn't invite me?
Look, that thing's been here too.
Only one trished.
Or it was born here.
It came out of it. It was creepy as fuck, bro.
Swap fire!
So far, out of any Ben 10 episode, this episode has been the most, like, scary to me. You know what I mean? Like, something about that, like, phasing after image guy, like, that was trippy. And the overall vibes here, it just feels like a nuclear holocaust abandoned city. It's just creepy here, man.
Gotcha!
Swamp fire. That takes me back. Hard to tell, Ben.
What?
Have we
Ben?
met?
I don't know. Have we? How do you know what Swamp Fire? Why are you acting nostalgic even though we never... What? Isn't that the doctor, though? Where the fuck did he come from?
Takes me back. Or is it forward? It's so hard to get.
I don't know. You tell me.
Do you know my name?
How do you know Swamp
Have we
Fire?
met yet? I say.
Hey, it's that dork from the photo,
Have
the
we met
paradox guy.
yet?
50 years.
What the hell?
Oh, considerably more than that. Gumball?
Yeah, it's kind of sus. Don't eat candy from random strangers. But this guy, is he time traveling? Sounds like it. Maybe different dimensions too. Based on the way he's talking, sounds like he's met Ben in different timelines, different like world lines. Like, what's going on?
Who are you? What's your name?
You just read my feed.
Your name was
It
censored.
slipped my mind several hundred years ago.
You forgot your name?
Did he just say several hundred?
Just say.
And he's gone
By the way,
now.
you didn't happen to see a space-time and
I think we did. I think the stuff outside that was like phasing through is that thing.
time anomaly around here, did you? About yay big, incredibly destructive, virtually You must have been thinking of another moment.
No, I saw it.
Ta-da!
Bye. He's so nonchalant about everything. He's gone. He just shows up and disappears as he wants. What's going on right now? I'm spooked out.
He's
It's
out there.
creepy.
He's obviously connected
posing.
to that creature. We need to talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
There goes Kevin. And he's gone.
Huh?
What? He just... What the... Okay. He just teleports. The f...
Was I in there?
You tell me, bro. He's everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
That was public.
How does he move so fast?
You mean, how do I move so quickly? It's called...
No, you're not walking. You're teleporting, bro. But he's not really teleporting. It just feels like he's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Like he's mastered, like, space-time continuing, all that bullshit, and he just, like, appears and disappears, constantly is in the future, past, present at the same time.
Strolling,
Oh, oh.
really?
Hey,
That's better.
Easy on the...
1,200
Anyway,
years.
Thanks.
Thanks. For what?
Well, he'd show up.
He?
Finally, something we
The
can
anomaly.
hit.
Good idea.
Those trails, they're not
There it is
burn
again.
marks, they're age. The creature accelerates.
Very good.
Oh, Gwen acknowledged by Mr. Dr. Genius over here. Okay, that's positive points.
Very good.
Smart
Not
Gwen.
so fast, ugly.
Kevin aged. That's the hand, though. You shouldn't have touched it, bro. Oh, Kevin the grandpa now. Bald. Bald. He looking like Animo now. Kevin, no. What happened? Yikes, that hairline.
Kevin!
60, 80 years?
I'm sure he
We
can go
gotta get him
back.
to a hospital.
What's a hospital gonna do, bro? We should go touch that thing back and see if it can reverse the process.
What are you doing? Get your hands off me.
Come on, Kevin.
It
We're
sounds
gonna
like
get you some
Kevin.
help.
I'm gonna kick that thing's keister.
My
You
back.
okay?
Me,
It's
my
still
legs
Kevin.
ache. And what's up with these shoes? Is it too much to ask for a little...
Irritable, short-tempered, crotchety old man.
basically he's Kevin when the grandpa.
Pattern baldness, he's pretty much the same as always.
Yeah,
Come on, old man.
old Kevin.
What do you think you're doing?
You should not be driving,
Don't
Kevin.
even think about it. You don't have a license.
No, I'd rather Ben that doesn't have a license drive than you right now. This is dangerous, Kevin, if he were to drive.
Grandpa Max taught me, and it's an emergency. You're nearsighted, arthritic, your reflexes are shot, and
I love how Gwen isn't even sweating about this. Gwen's having fun. You would think that Kevin's love interest Gwen would be worried that like, oh no, Kevin, what's happened? My love, you've aged. This is the end. But no, Gwen's just like dying laughing. I'm sure we can get Kevin back. It's gonna be okay.
You should have gone out with me when I was young and handsome.
Okay, Grandpa. Gwen's been waiting for you to ask her out. You didn't pull a trigger. What do you mean?
You were too immature.
What about now?
Too old.
What about now? Damn, Ben!
It's not a bumper car!
Oh, 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 the way it moves is so creepy.
Ben, on the right.
Ooh. Yo, this car's getting fucked up. No, not the Kevin mobile. It's rusting. Everything it touches, it ages. No!
No! No! Not the car!
Not the car!
hang on.
Oh, shit! Oh, this car's totaled.
You are never driving my car again!
I don't think we're ever gonna be able to drive that car again, Kevin.
True.
Where?
True. You're never driving that car again. True. Ben cracking jokes. Yo, this is a tragedy. The Kevin mobile's dead.
True.
Where have you been?
Hey, doctor.
You were supposed to get here 6 seconds ago.
Who are you anyway? What are you doing here?
He
What is
predicted
that
us.
creature?
And me.
There's something different about.
That's crazy that Kevin cares more about his car being fixed than himself. Kevin didn't ask, can you return me back to my teenage years? It's, can you fix my car? It shows how much love and passion he has for that automobile. He loves that car more than Gwen.
Car?
There's something different about you. Is it your hair?
Yeah. I also got real.
This is not a middle part, bro. That's cope. Why Kevin got jokes? Middle part hair, bro? Come on, man. That's a fucking cul-de-sac mullet.
Don't talk to me about old. I walk in eternity.
Oh.
Well,
That line goes hard. Don't talk to me about old. I walk in eternity.
About old. I walk in eternity.
Damn.
well, you better start running any time.
You might slow us
Kevin.
down.
Oh,
I need to
Kevin.
fix that over there.
Okay. Kevin!
Kevin.
I don't know, bro. The doctor clearly has control of power. It's like time and space and everything. He just took him back and new Kevin showed up.
Kevin.
The fuck?
I can't believe it. You're good as new.
Back still hurts a little. If I could just lean on you.
Oh, is that a lie? You think Kevin's lying right now and creating this excuse to basically lean on Gwen?
All right, Professor.
Pushes him
If
off.
you wouldn't mind fixing my car.
Now, did Professor de-age Kevin? Or did he swap Kevin? You know, basically like sent the old Kevin somewhere else and bring the other Kevin back. But he clearly has consistent, continuous like memories of what happened to the car. Anyways.
If you wouldn't mind fixing my car.
How exactly do you expect me to do that? I'm
Return
a time
Kevin.
regressing a car would break all the chronal laws of space-time.
Regressing the car. Did you regress Kevin then? Why can't you do it? I mean, Kevin in the car, it's an organic matter versus not. Why would one not break the law and the other would? Can't you travel back and bring back the old car then? What's going on?
I would break all the chronal laws of space-time.
Chronal laws.
And
Okay, enough. I want answers now.
listen, you're even more like yourself now than you were in the future. Which, for obvious reasons,
You want me to hurt him?
Yes. Wonder if he knows about Ben 10,000.
What can...
Paradox. Oh, yes, that'll do. I'll tell you my story in a way.
Dr. Paradox? That's gonna be his name from now on?
Yes, that'll do. That'll do very nicely.
I love how he forgot his name
I'll tell
too.
you my story at the
All right.
beginning, middle, and end. We'll start
go.
in the middle. It was built entirely because of my ingenious theory.
Whoa.
A time I discovered in quartz crystals, which would allow us access to past and future events.
Looks like you blew it.
You don't know the half of it. Calculation
This
on
is the
my
intro
part
stuff.
Destabilized the experiment and ripped a hole in. I was hurled into the event horizon.
Whoa. Black hole stuff.
Years there. I didn't age or need to sleep or eat. Just exist.
It's pretty boring.
Trippy.
At first, I went mad, of course. Bored with that, too, and went sane.
At first, I went crazy, and then I got bored, and then I returned back to normal. That's crazy. What? he just basically just like, imagine that. Being stuck in this fabric of space of nothingness for millennia. How bored would you get? How crazy would you get? You would just lose anything. You become a vegetable. But bro was like, I went crazy, and now I'm back to normal.
Very sane. I began to learn.
Bro locked in.
I now have
He knows the truth
allowing
of the
me to travel
world.
anywhere and any when I want.
Okay.
Within.
Anywhere, any when. He just basically has, I don't know if Doctor Strange, sorry. Was that his name from the, the Marvel show, right? The Time Lord guy, the time travel guy, right? He can like basically look at like different timelines and figure out like different like possibilities in different places. But like, is he like an immortal being right now? Like he doesn't age. He's like in stasis. He's like, his being basically stopped as soon as the accident happened. He has no concept of age. His body basically does exist and doesn't exist. He exists in all time, past, present, future. He's just Time Lord.
So, where's your time machine?
He doesn't have a time machine. His head.
Exactly.
Okay.
I know we're all the short dozen lifetimes crisscrossing the time stream, making it a better place.
Okay.
Not even in job satisfaction. You see, I recently discovered havoc across the universe.
What?
So, way you talk, you take
Who's
on
that?
monsters like this all the time.
Because unlike the thousands of foes I faced before, this creature came into our plane of reality the moment my experiment went awry.
Oh, the thing that we just fought. No, we're not fighting. But isn't it the thing that's been like phasing through, Basically that thing that aged Kevin?
Oh, so just to be clear, it's your fault.
Lurking around here for 50 years. We would know about it.
Time is like a rose and bends. 50 years ago, I accidentally set off a
Depth
The creature
chart.
I released was blasted 50 years through time to your presence, to your future.
Sure.
But all it's doing is messing up an old army base. Why not just leave it alone?
That's a better question for the man on the moon.
Man on the
Who's
moon?
the man on the moon?
I am.
Huh? Okay. We're on the moon now.
On the moon.
Cool.
No, we're on the moon in your distant.
What?
The
How are we
future-
not suffocating?
Okay.
Good question. Not
Don't worry about it. It's a paradox.
would look like in 200 years, say, with that time monster wandering all over it, aging dust.
I don't know.
For those of you with no imagination, the Earth is up.
End of the world.
You brought us to.
Ooh, it's fucked
No,
up.
should I fail to stop that creature, this is future.
This is the best? You better stop it now then. Jesus.
Not a pretty sight, is it? What are you doing here? Full impact of my failure.
Multiple paradoxes now. Okay.
He's a parallel paradox.
Yeah.
Young Ben has an innate which will
No, of course. Transtemporal metaphysics. How could I not know that?
of transtemporal metaphysics, which will serve him well in his future. Or should I say,
Drive good, too.
You drive all right.
Breathe on the moon in the future, but you
what should I
Kevin is so fixated on the car, bro.
do? What I did. But whatever you do, you better do it quickly. Time is running out.
But we can keep doing it over and over again, right? Like, what's the problem? He's got, full control of time and shit. Can't he just keep redoing this over and over again until one timeline is saved and we just kind of go off of that one?
why don't we travel back in time and stop the time experiment from ever happening?
Good
Isn't it
question.
just like at conventions?
I'm not an energy.
The experiment
You are an energy being, though. You are an Adonite, right? We talked about how you're basically just like ball of energy, mana controlling stuff.
that releases the creature also unsticks me in time. And that
Unstick?
must, in all modesty,
You saved the world dozens.
actually. In fact, on one occasion, you and I worked together to save the entire universe.
Hype? Oh, yeah! Entire universe? Okay. I don't know if we're ever gonna see that shit, but they were basically just like partners, man, in the back in the day, or I guess forward in the future. This is getting trippy.
Together to save the entire universe. Never mind.
Anyways,
It should be here any...
and it's here. Is Paradox allowed to tell Ben stuff like this? Does it impact these time? Because like, you know how I talked about how in Ben 10,000 we forgot to give Grandpa the cake, and then basically we were able to redo that, and then that also probably changed the outcome of that timeline. But when you have a guy like Paradox showing up, that is literally just like Time Lord that's telling us shit like, doesn't this impact our string of time? My brain hurts. The more I think about this, the less it makes sense to me.
You could set your watch.
Oh god, here it comes. Let's go. Oh, trippy. Literally, it doesn't take damage. Gumballs. The gumball.
They hit it?
The gumballs did something? Paradox's gumballs. Okay. It stopped. It made contact.
They hit it?
It bounced off of
Doesn't
him.
everything-
Not the gumballs.
Gumballs last a really long time. Now, get back!
The lore is gumballs last a really long time because they last forever at school desks. Just look at it, bro. That's why it can make contact with it. Just peak logic.
Gumballs last a really long time. Look under your desk at school. Now,
Sure.
get...
Making contact with it. Damn.
Let go! He'll age you into dust!
But he can't age, right? Paradox has kind of like surpassed the concept of aging, has he not?
Let go! He'll age you into dust!
I exist outside of... Feel the eons passing.
Eons passing as he makes contact.
As I told you!
Just do it!
All right.
Kevin, Gwen, the lab, quick! You just keep that thing occupied.
Time-traveling hero. I don't keep things occupied.
The pride, the ego. But then again, it does sound like this is the greatest hero that this universe has ever seen. But basically every second that he's touching this thing, it's just like so much time passing by.
Sure this
All
thing
right.
is gonna work? Your time machine
Bald.
is constantly...
As to cost, I think the alleviation of untold human suffering through justification, General.
Why would it use the phone?
What?
The creature. Then it went to the police station, then the dorms. It didn't act like some dimensional creature. It did everything a normal person would do.
If they
Because it is a
suddenly
normal
found
person?
themselves in an abandoned...
It's trying to call his friends. It's trying to go to the cops and say, can you please tell me where I am? Huh? It's acting like a normal person. Here we go!
Look there, the assistant.
And then he gets sent in. Is the assistant the monster then? What's going on? You sure, Ben?
Ben! You'll get so...
Oh, wait.
Humongosaur!
Trust me, this beats the alternative.
So, like, Paradox said there's no point going back into the past to redo this because that being and Paradox, basically one exists because of the other. That's the overall concept. But if that was not the case and it was actually the assistant who was involved, then Paradox's assumptions were wrong and we can basically prevent this from happening by saving the assistant. That's the idea right now coming from Ben.
Trust me, this beats the alternative.
There we go. And he's gone. And there's the assistant. Everything is good.
If it were a snake, it would have bit me.
Paradox just didn't even know that, huh? I guess his hubris never allowed him to, you know, think of the possibility that, like, it was something else. Like, he basically blamed himself entirely for it, but it was actually not the case.
Don't look so smug. I would have figured it out eventually.
Yeah, but how many years would have passed, bro? How many eons?
Years.
True?
Well,
And the assistant is gonna be like, what the fuck was that? Doesn't this change shit into the future now? Like this assistant now is like, what the fuck? The Paradox was here, but he's gone now, and now he's, who are those kids? Anyways, okay.
Well, I have to admit it. I'm impressed. All those centuries.
Did we see the shadow? Let's see it. Oh, we do see something big here. We do definitely see some big monster-like shadow, and now we can assume that that was Humongousaurus. So now everything like comes to full circle. Okay. Let's go.
All those centuries trapped in the event horizon, and it never occurred to me that the...
Cause you're too prideful? Because you think you're the main character? Is that like a fault of Paradox?
wasn't my fault. You're much smarter than you were when I met you later.
I guess.
Hey.
What happened to him? Your assistant.
Oh, here he is.
Hugo!
Hey.
How are you?
Well, you look the same.
You in 100,000 years, but you don't look that bad. How
Look all
was
right.
your life?
But I'm sorry about the experiment. I ruined everything.
Would you still like to?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Glad to hear it. How about I give you a behind-the-scenes look at eternity?
Bye, Paradox. Enjoy your time with your friends. No goodbye to us?
At least he's got company.
What about the car? Wait a minute. Kevin's car got, it's still fucked up.
At least he's got company now.
Oh, and thanks for stranding us out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, in the car.
Come on.
Yeah, we do. It's fucked up.
Oh,
Hey!
stoked.
It looks
Good-
like new.
Good ending. It is new.
It's factory new from 30 years ago.
Let's
Paradox,
go.
I take out you.
Fresh. Oh, got a little
Kevin,
note too.
try to keep intact with anything else from 1976. It will explode like antimatter.
Good to know. All right, let's not make contact with anything from back then.
That's some kind of
Okay.
time travel joke, right?
Okay.
Isn't it?
I don't think he's kidding. I think he's being very serious about it. And that's today's episode. That was a trippy ass fucking episode, huh? That was so odd. What the fuck just happened? I don't know. How are you so sure in chat that Paradox knew the entire time? Isn't the lesson of today's episode literally that Paradox had no fucking clue? That like, he was too self-absorbed in thinking that like, he fucked up? Like, in exactly where could you possibly assume that Paradox knew the entire time and he was trolling? He wasn't trolling. He knew he was wrong. Sorry, he didn't know he was wrong. He never knew. He was too self-absorbed and basically, you know, just didn't possibly think that like this problem was not his fault. Therefore, he couldn't think outside the box. But Ben did. Regarding the car stuff, not really a regression, he just brought stuff in the back. And what about Kevin here, the old Kevin? Old Kevin... Old Kevin here, what happened to him then? Did old Kevin just get tossed into the side and Paradox basically just brought in fresh new Kevin? So basically, this new Kevin right now that we're dealing with is a Kevin from a different timeline? Is that how that works? And another question is, the OG Ben 10 multiverse episodes. You know the comic book episodes, right? The voice actor Is it the same guy? The narrator who was talking, the Gwen 10 episode, as well as the finale of season 4, which, you know, basically we were fighting aliens against, you know, Vilgax and shit with their dad. Is it not this guy? Is this not this guy narrating it? And wouldn't that make more sense? Because these are different timelines, different multiverses. I think it does make sense. Professor Paradox is sick, bro. Professor Paradox is crazy good. He's kind of a bullshit character though, because with him around, can we not? We can't ever lose, right? He's like this space police heroic Giga Chad that has ultimate power, and he's like basically immortal too in a way. So no matter what threat happens, as long as we have him, we can basically beat everything. But I'm sure he's not gonna show up to clean after our mess every time. That would be too unfair, right? It'd be unbalanced. It'll be very interesting to see how Professor Paradox gets incorporated into the story of Ben 10 in the future. I mean, apparently we team up with them and save the universe in one of the timelines, but goddamn, his character is sick. One of the coolest new characters from Ben 10 for sure. And Kevin Scar, thank God it's been saved. Also, Ben shows that he is a genius. Without Ben's intellect today, his intuition, like goddamn, they wouldn't have been saved. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for even more content. And until next time, take care.